Welcome to US Coins World. What if I told you that some of the rarest and most valuable US coins might be hiding right under your nose? Today, we're uncovering incredible treasures, coins so rare, they could make you a fortune overnight. Ready to discover hidden history and cash in on some amazing finds? Let's dive in. Top 1 today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins in modern American numismatics, the United States 1999 New Jersey State Quarter. At first glance, it might seem like just another quarter, but trust me, this particular coin is a game changer in the collecting world. Stay with me because by the end of this video, you'll learn how this small piece of metal could be worth an astounding $87,000. Now, before you dismiss it as just another quarter, listen carefully. The 1999 New Jersey State Quarter is part of the famous 50 State Quarters program that the U.S. Mint launched in the late 1990s. This program was designed to honor each state with a unique quarter design, making it one of the most popular and widely collected series ever produced. New Jersey's coin features the iconic image of George Washington crossing the Delaware River, a powerful moment in American history symbolizing bravery and determination, but here's where it gets really interesting. While millions of these quarters were circulated, a very small number of them have unique minting errors that make them incredibly rare, and extremely valuable. Among these errors, the most sought after is known as the double die error, where you can see a clear doubling effect on the coin's inscriptions or images. On the New Jersey quarter, this doubling often appears on the word Liberty, In God We Trust, or even on the date, 1999. To the untrained eye, it might be subtle, but for collectors, it's a sign of a coin that's 1 in a million. Why does this happen? It all comes down to the minting process. When coins are produced, the dies that stamp the design onto the blank coin must be perfectly aligned. If a die shifts slightly during the process, it can create a doubled image. Normally, these errors are caught and the dies are retired, but in some cases, a few error coins slip into circulation, becoming prized collector's items. The rarity of the double die New Jersey quarter is what drives its incredible value. Collectors around the world are on the lookout for this particular variety because it represents a fascinating minting anomaly and a piece of numismatic history. Even among error coins, this one stands out due to its crisp doubling and the historical significance of the design. Another factor that makes the New Jersey quarter so special is its condition. Like any collectible, the value skyrockets when the coin is in pristine, uncirculated condition. Coins that have not been circulated and show no signs of wear, scratches, or damage are graded highly by professional coin grading services. A top-grade double-die New Jersey quarter can fetch prices that most people wouldn't expect from a coin originally worth just 25 cents, but the story doesn't end there. Beyond the double die errors, there are also rare, off-center, strikes and die cracks found on some New Jersey quarters. Off-center strikes happen when the coin isn't properly aligned during stamping, resulting in part of the design missing or shifted. Die cracks appear when the metal die used for stamping develops tiny cracks, which transfer to the coin's surface as raised lines or marks. Both of these errors add an extra layer of rarity and intrigue, making the coin even more collectible. For anyone who has a passion for coins, these unique errors are the holy grail of collecting. They tell a story of the minting process, the imperfections that occur, and the journey of a coin from the mint to your pocket. Owning one of these error quarters isn't just about the money, it's about holding a piece of history that's one of a kind. So how much is this coin actually worth? If you happen to find a 1999 New Jersey State Quarter with a well-defined double die error or a similar rare minting mistake, especially if it's in superb, uncirculated condition, you could be looking at a coin valued at a jaw-dropping $87,000. Yes, you heard that right, $87,000 for a single quarter. Imagine that, a coin that most people overlook as common change could actually be worth a small fortune. This makes it incredibly important for collectors and everyday coin holders alike to take a closer look at their quarters. That's why I always say, never underestimate the value of what's in your pocket. To wrap this up, the 1999 New Jersey State Quarter is not just another coin, it's a rare gem, a collector's dream, and a powerful reminder of how tiny details and minting quirks can transform ordinary currency into extraordinary treasures. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just starting your numismatic journey, keep an eye out for these remarkable error coins because you never know when you might stumble upon one that could change your life. Top 2. We are thrilled to share the story behind one of the most intriguing and valuable coins from the United States Mint's celebrated 50-state quarter series, the 2001 New York State Quarter. At first glance, it's just a quarter, but if you listen closely, you'll discover why this coin could be worth an astonishing $85,000. So, grab your magnifying glass and stay with me because this is a journey you don't want to miss. The 50-state quarters program was a monumental effort by the U.S. Mint to celebrate the history, culture, and landmarks of every state. Launched in 1999 and running through 2008, this series captured the hearts of millions of collectors and casual enthusiasts. Each quarter features unique designs that highlight what makes each state special. New York's quarter, released in 2001, beautifully depicts the iconic Statue of Liberty in the foreground with the outline of the state in the background, symbolizing freedom, opportunity, and the rich history that defines the Empire State. But here's the thing, while the design is stunning and the coin was minted in huge quantities, a rare subset of these quarters is capturing serious attention and commanding extraordinary prices on the collector market. What makes the 2001 New York quarter so valuable? The answer lies in its rarity, condition, and especially the presence of minting errors that make some of these coins truly one of a kind. One of the most sought-after errors for the New York quarter is what collectors call the double die error. This happens when the die that stamps the coin's design shifts ever so slightly during production, creating a doubled image on the coin's details. For the New York quarter, this doubling can appear on key areas such as the word Liberty, the date 2001, or the phrase, "In God We Trust." If you look closely, you might notice that the letters seem thicker or that there's a shadowy duplicate image just offset from the original. That's a classic double die and a signal to collectors that the coin might be worth a lot more than its face value, but that's not the only error that can skyrocket this coin's value. Some New York quarters show off-center strikes, where the coin was not properly aligned in the press, causing part of the design to be missing or shifted. Others might have die cracks, tiny raised lines appearing on the surface caused by cracks in the metal die used to strike the coins. Both of these anomalies make the coins rarer and far more desirable for collectors who prize these imperfections as tangible proof of the minting process's unpredictability. And then there's the condition factor. Like with any collectible coin, condition is king. Uncirculated New York quarters that show no signs of wear, scratches, or blemishes fetch significantly higher prices. Coins that have been graded as mint state or proof-like by professional grading services often command top dollar because they look just as fresh as the day they came out of the mint. Many of the rare error coins are found in such pristine condition, making them even more coveted. So why is this coin so special to collectors? It's a combination of history, design, rarity, and that little twist of minting imperfection that turns a common quarter into a prized treasure. When you hold a 2001 New York quarter with a strong double die error or an off-center strike, you're holding a coin that's essentially a minting accident, a lucky mistake that makes your coin unique among millions. Now, I know you're curious about the value. Here's the exciting part. A 2001 New York State quarter in perfect, uncirculated condition with a pronounced minting error like a double die can be worth an incredible $85,000. Yes, you heard me right. $85,000 for a single quarter. This eye-popping value is why collectors are combing through rolls of quarters and searching every change they come across. It's proof that even the smallest coins can hold massive hidden worth if you know what to look for. So, what should you do if you think you might have a rare New York quarter? First, examine it closely under good lighting or use a magnifying glass to look for doubled lettering, off-center designs, or unusual markings. Then consider getting it professionally graded to certify its condition and authenticity. Professional grading can significantly increase the value and makes it easier to sell or trade with other collectors. To all the coin lovers out there, this is a reminder that sometimes, the greatest treasures are hiding in plain sight, waiting for the keen eye and the lucky finder to unlock their true worth. The 2001 New York State quarter is one of those treasures, a small coin with a big story and an even bigger price tag. Top 3. I've got a special treat for you, an in-depth look at the 2002 Louisiana State Quarter. It's part of the United States' beloved 50-state quarters program, but this particular coin isn't just any quarter. It's a rare gem that has captured the attention of collectors worldwide. So, listen carefully, because this coin could be hiding a fortune, and by the end of this video, you'll discover why this humble 2002 Louisiana quarter might be worth a staggering $83,000. Let's rewind for a moment to understand the context. The 50-state quarters program, launched by the U.S. Mint in 1999, was one of the most popular coin collecting initiatives ever undertaken. Each year, quarters honoring 2 states were released, each featuring designs that reflected the unique culture, history, and landmarks of those states. Louisiana's quarter, released in 2002, is truly special. It depicts a vibrant scene highlighting the state's rich heritage, a pelican, Louisiana's state bird, nurturing its young, framed by the state's iconic outline and the Mississippi River snaking through the background. This design beautifully captures Louisiana's spirit, symbolizing care, resilience, and natural beauty. Now, millions of these quarters were minted, but what sets some apart is rarity, condition, and minting errors, factors that can turn a common coin into an extremely valuable collectible. The 2002 Louisiana quarter is no exception. One of the most fascinating aspects that makes this coin so desirable is the presence of certain minting errors that occurred during production. Among the most famous is the double die error. This error happens when the die used to stamp the coin's design slightly shifts between impressions, causing a doubling effect on certain details of the coin's design or lettering. For Louisiana's quarter, this doubling is often noticeable on the words, "In God We Trust, Liberty," or the date, 2002. This subtle yet striking error creates a visual doubling that savvy collectors look for, making these coins highly prized. Why does this error occur? It's all about the precision of the minting process. The U.S. Mint uses steel dies to strike each coin, and if the die is misaligned or shifts during the process, it creates this double die effect. Normally, the Mint removes these faulty dies quickly, so the surviving coins with this error are extremely rare, and that rarity drives up their value exponentially. But that's not the only error that can make a Louisiana quarter a treasure. Some quarters were struck off-center, meaning the design is shifted so that part of the coin is blank. Others may show die cracks, tiny raised lines on the surface where the metal die has fractured slightly. These imperfections may seem like flaws, but for collectors, they tell a story. They reveal the complex, sometimes unpredictable process of coin production and make each coin unique. The condition of these coins plays a huge role too. Uncirculated Louisiana quarters in pristine condition, showing no wear or damage, can fetch much higher prices. When an error coin is also in top condition, it becomes one of the most sought-after pieces in the collecting world. So, if you're a collector or even just someone who occasionally finds old coins, here's a tip: examine your 2002 Louisiana quarters closely, especially under good light or with a magnifying glass. Look for doubled lettering, uneven strikes, or unusual raised lines. These are the signs that your coin might be a rare error piece. Now, let's talk numbers, the moment you've been waiting for. A 2002 Louisiana state quarter with a clear double die error, especially if it's in uncirculated condition, could be worth a mind-blowing $83,000. Yes, that's right, $83,000 for a single quarter. This incredible value shows that even small, everyday coins can hold massive hidden worth if you know what to look for. It's a perfect example of how numismatics, the study and collection of coins, can turn ordinary objects into extraordinary investments. For collectors, owning one of these rare Louisiana quarters isn't just about the money. It's about possessing a piece of history that showcases the artistry, craftsmanship, and occasional imperfections of the minting process. It's a tangible connection to a moment in time, and it makes your coin collection truly special. So, if you ever come across a 2002 Louisiana quarter, don't toss it aside or just use it as change. Take a closer look, you might be holding a rare treasure in your hand. Top 4. We're exploring one of the most fascinating coins from the United States Mint's 50-state quarter series, the 2006 Colorado State Quarter. What might seem like just an ordinary quarter could actually be a rare collector's dream. So pay close attention, because this coin, especially in certain conditions and with specific minting errors, could be worth an astonishing $80,000. That's right, $80,000 for a single quarter. The 50-state quarters program, launched in 1999, was designed to celebrate the unique history and culture of every state in America. It quickly became one of the most popular coin collecting series in U.S. history, captivating millions worldwide. Each quarter features a unique design that represents a special aspect of the state it honors. The 2006 Colorado quarter is no exception. Its design beautifully captures the state's rich natural heritage, showcasing the majestic Rocky Mountains, evergreen trees, and a soaring snow-capped mountain peak, a tribute to Colorado's stunning wilderness and outdoor lifestyle. Now, while millions of these quarters were minted and circulated, the coin you want to look out for is a rare variety that exhibits unusual minting errors, making it incredibly valuable to collectors. One of the key errors that elevate the value of the Colorado quarter is the double die error. This happens during the minting process when the die used to stamp the coin slightly shifts or doubles, resulting in a duplicate image that's often visible on the inscriptions or design features. For the 2006 Colorado quarter, you might notice this doubling on important details like the word Liberty, the date 2006, or even parts of the mountain design. To the untrained eye, it may look like a shadow or slight doubling effect, but for collectors, this is a clear sign of a valuable error coin. These double die quarters are rare because the U.S. Mint typically detects and removes the faulty dies quickly, meaning only a small batch of these coins ever made it into circulation, but the story doesn't end there. Another fascinating error found on some Colorado quarters is the off-center strike, where the coin's design is shifted off the center of the coin, leaving part of the surface blank. This misalignment occurs when the coin blank isn't properly positioned during the striking process. Off-center coins are especially prized when the error is significant but the design is still recognizable. Additionally, some Colorado quarters exhibit die cracks, tiny raised lines on the coin's surface caused by cracks in the metal die. While these might seem like flaws, in the world of coin collecting, die cracks add character and rarity, making such coins stand out. Collectors love these imperfections because they tell a unique story about the minting process and give each coin a distinctive identity. Of course, condition plays a crucial role in determining value. The difference between a circulated quarter that's been jostled in pockets for years and a pristine, uncirculated coin fresh from the mint can be enormous. Professional grading services examine coins and assign a grade based on their condition, and those with the highest grades command the highest prices. A 2006 Colorado quarter with a clear double die error, possibly combined with other errors like off-center strikes or die cracks, and preserved in mint condition can reach truly astonishing prices. This is the kind of coin that makes collectors stop in their tracks and pay close attention, because it's a rare chance to own something truly extraordinary. So, how much could you expect this rare Colorado quarter to be worth? A specimen featuring a pronounced double die error and in pristine, uncirculated condition can be valued at an eye-popping $80,000. Yes, $80,000 for a single quarter. It's incredible to think that such a small coin can hold such a massive value, but that's the magic of coin collecting and minting errors. This is a powerful reminder to all coin enthusiasts: never overlook the quarters in your collection or even in your loose change. One might just be the rare, error-filled Colorado quarter that could change your life. Take your time to inspect your coins carefully, use a magnifying glass or a loupe, and keep an eye out for those subtle doubled letters or misaligned designs. In addition to monetary value, owning one of these rare coins means possessing a tangible piece of history, a coin that captures the beauty of Colorado's landscape and the fascinating quirks of the minting process. For collectors, that's priceless. Top 5. We're diving into a fascinating piece from the United States Mint's 50 State Quarters program, the 2008 Arizona State Quarter. This coin is much more than just a simple quarter, it holds a hidden value that could make any collector's heart race. So listen carefully, because this particular quarter might be worth an astonishing $77,000. The 50 State Quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008, captured the essence and unique identity of every state across the nation. Each quarter tells a story, featuring designs that celebrate important symbols, landmarks, or history specific to the state it represents. Arizona's 2008 quarter is no exception. It beautifully showcases the Grand Canyon State's breathtaking landscape, featuring a stunning depiction of the Grand Canyon itself along with a saguaro cactus, which is an iconic symbol of the Southwest desert. millions of these quarters were produced and circulated, making them a familiar sight in everyday transactions. But hidden among the common coins are rare varieties and minting errors that significantly boost the value of select pieces, especially when combined with excellent condition. And the Arizona quarter is no stranger to these fascinating anomalies that capture the interest of collectors worldwide. One of the standout features that can turn an ordinary Arizona quarter into a numismatic treasure is the double die error. This error happens during the coin striking process when the die used to imprint the design shifts slightly between impressions, creating a doubling effect on the coin's lettering or imagery. For the 2008 Arizona quarter, this doubling can appear on the words, "Liberty, in God We Trust," or the date, 2008. This doubling can look like shadowy, offset letters or numbers, and even a slight shift makes the coin incredibly valuable because double die errors are both rare and highly sought after by collectors, but the double die isn't the only error collectors seek. Some Arizona quarters show off-center strikes, where the coin's design is shifted away from the center, leaving part of the coin's surface blank or unstruck. These off-center coins are prized because they are clear mistakes from the minting process and only a small number were released into circulation. Another interesting error found on some Arizona quarters is the presence of die cracks. These are tiny raised lines or fissures on the coin's surface caused by cracking in the metal die. While they might look like imperfections to some, collectors see them as unique fingerprints that make each coin distinct. Such details add to a coin's charm and rarity, often driving up its value. Of course, condition plays a crucial role in a coin's worth. Even with errors, a quarter that has been heavily circulated and shows wear won't command the same price as one in pristine, uncirculated condition. Professional grading services examine coins for their quality and authenticity, and coins graded as mint state or proof-like are among the most valuable, especially when combined with rare errors. Now, let's talk about why this coin is a must-watch for collectors and treasure hunters alike. The 2008 Arizona State quarter with a significant double die error, possibly combined with off-center strikes or die cracks, and preserved in impeccable condition, has been known to reach mind-blowing prices on the collector market. If you find one of these rare specimens, you could be holding something truly special. So, what is the value of such a rare coin? A 2008 Arizona quarter with a pronounced minting error, in flawless condition, can be worth an incredible $77,000. That's right, $77,000 for a single quarter. It's astonishing to think that a coin so small can hold such immense value, but that's the fascinating world of coin collecting and minting errors. If you're a collector or just someone who occasionally stumbles upon old coins, I encourage you to take a closer look at any 2008 Arizona quarters you come across. Use a magnifying glass or a good light source to inspect the coin's details carefully. Look for any doubled lettering, misaligned designs, or raised lines that could indicate errors. Even if you're unsure, having a professional grading service examine your coin can make all the difference. Remember, collecting coins is not only about the monetary value but also about preserving a piece of history. The 2008 Arizona quarter celebrates the grandeur of the Grand Canyon and the unique spirit of the American Southwest. Owning a rare error coin from this series means owning a story, one of artistry, chance, and history frozen in metal. Thank you for joining me on this exciting exploration of the 2008 Arizona State quarter. If you enjoyed this video and want to uncover more hidden treasures in everyday coins, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on future videos. And if you have any rare coin finds or stories, share them in the comments below. I love hearing from fellow collectors. Until next time, keep your eyes sharp, your collections growing, and happy hunting. Your next big discovery could be just a quarter away.